All right, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining our latest presentation. I hope you're all having a great day. Today, we will be discussing the latest features and enhancements that SOLIDWORKS 2024 has to offer. So there have been some big changes this year, and we're excited to share those with you. We don't want to take up too much of your time, so we will try to keep this short and sweet. Now, for those of you meeting us for the first time, my name is Jay, and I'll be presenting with one of our other application engineers, Abin. I have added our contact information to this slide in case you want to reach us regarding anything SOLIDWORKS related, and I will be showing our contact information at the end of the presentation as well. So let's just dive in. So as I'm sure you're aware, each year SOLIDWORKS focuses on improving the quality and the robustness of the software by improving the code to make it more reliable and also introduce features that improves its overall functionality. Now this year is no different with changes coming across the board, as you can see on the slide, from user experience to parts, assemblies, and drawings inside of SOLIDWORKS to add-ins and partner software that tie into 3D CAD. Now, enhancements came across the board for all of Dassault's products. For the purpose of keeping with the time allocated for this presentation, I will be focusing on the essentials that really affect most of you watching. So they're the ones highlighted in yellow, as there are too many to go through in one session. If you are interested in any of these other products and areas, be sure to contact us. We'd be happy to provide additional info for all of those. So I'll be handing off to Abin, who will start us off with this year's user experience enhancements.
All right, thank you, Jay. When it comes to user experience, SOLIDWORKS 2024 will bring massive improvement in graphics performance, and it will allow users to enable or disable hardware accelerated silhouette edges. And there's an extra option now to set a custom coordinate system as the origin while saving. As you can see, the performance increase in 2024 is very noticeable after turning on hardware accelerated settings. 2024 on the right completes rotation of the model much faster and smoother than previous version. Now, moving on to parts and features. 2024, we get an option to flip side to cut and revolve cut, which was previously limited to just the extruded cut feature. Cylindrical bounding box made of construction lines can be added to your design, which will give us information on minimum stock size for turning. And sketch dimension preview is another great feature in 2024. It allows a user to simply click a line and dimension it straight away rather than using the smart dimension. As you can see here, a user can simply tick the box flip side to cut and in revolve cut, which removes everything outside of the sketch you made. This video shows how the new sketch dimension preview works. Whole wizard in 2024 is even smarter. A user can select an existing sketch, which automatically creates hole at all endpoints vertices, and point of the sketch geometry. And you'll be given an extra option to skip instances if you don't need a specific hole. Linear pattern got a new feature where you can pattern in opposite direction, which means you can pattern to both sides from a single point. Another cool feature in 24 is to make a multi-body part from an assembly, which is really easy tool which converts an entire assembly into a multi-body part, and that is always linked to the parent assembly. As you can see here, I selected a sketch and holes were created on all 4 corners, and I use skip to instance to skip to delete a hole which I don't need. This video shows how the new symmetric linear pattern works, which is very handy for a designer. This is one of my favorite features of this year. From 2024, a user will be able to save a file to 2 previous releases. However, you'll be asked to remove the non-compatible enhancement so that the file can be saved in the previous version. Here in this video, I'm saving a 2024 file to 22 using Save As option. Moving on to sheet metal, in 2024, we have options to propagate slot. A stamp tool is more user-friendly, and a new rip tool to create rips in cylindrical and conical sheet metal parts is now introduced. This video shows how the new sheet metal rip tool works. I'll give it back to Jay to go over assemblies and drawing of 2024.
All right, thanks, Abin. This year, assembly saw the most enhancements when it comes to 3D CAD. I've noticed the enhancements this year in this section were particularly extensive. So improvements have been made to insert component, allowing you to see configuration description and also decide which state the parts can come in. So whether you want those to move, rotate, or remain in place as a rigid or fixed part or assembly when entering the environment. Now mates have also been enhanced with changes coming to width mate and references to allow you to create assemblies much faster this year. Other improvements came to the defeature tool, where you can now use rules to automate that process. So the defeature tool is a great tool to simplify complex geometry. So maybe you have a thread that isn't really necessary to show in some assemblies. You can use the defeature tool to simplify the geometry of that part. And now you can create those rules that would really automate that process. And a big feature that's really at the center this year is the ability to save your files to previous releases. So going 2 years back. Abin has discussed this already in the part environment, but this enhancement also applies to the assemblies and the drawings environment. So it's always been challenging to work with other SOLIDWORKS users who maybe use a different version, as you might experience backwards compatibility where let's say a SOLIDWORKS 2023 file doesn't open in SOLIDWORKS 2022. Well, this year, when saving, you do get to choose whether you save your designs as 24, 23, or 22 files, essentially eliminating this collaboration problem. As you can see here, this year inserting step formatted parts and assemblies have been greatly improved. In the past, it would take significant amount of time opening an imported assembly and then having to filter out what you actually want to keep. But now you have the option to filter what you wish to keep early on in the process. So this enhancements can really save you hours of your time, especially if you're sent a giant assembly with thousands of parts. Now, as I mentioned earlier, assemblies really have been improved significantly this year, and I can't show all of the enhancements in one presentation, but I'd like to highlight a few more. So now you have the option to delete missing references when you open an assembly. So I'm sure you've had the problem in the past where you open an assembly in SOLIDWORKS and it's missing some parts. So it will look for them and it will fail due to broken references. Well, now you can simply delete those missing parts in one click and work with what you do have available. And another feature is now you have the ability to set the parts in a subassembly as flexible or rigid in one go, so sort of in one bulk, as opposed to having to go through each part and change its motion and say this one can move, this one can be rigid, and so on. Now you can do everything in one go. And last but not least, you can now add a prefix to components that are mirrored, as well as virtual parts. So you will be able to set this up in your settings inside of SOLIDWORKS, all while using the mirror components feature. So those were the major ones in the area of the assembly. And to move on to the drawing environment, I've noticed that the bulk of enhancements this year came in the areas of visualizing the drawing and also dimensioning. So some that are shown this year include the ability to quickly create chain dimensions, seeing dimension borders when hovering over a number or a dimension with a color that you get to choose, and also seeing dimensions that get changed as a different color as well. So perhaps to prevent mistakes, if your coworker makes a change to a dimension, it will be highlighted in purple, for example, when you open up that dimension. As you can see in this video, the chain dimension tool can allow you to add multiple dimensions in one go and format them in line with each other, meaning you don't even have to worry about placing those dimensions. And tools like this can really speed up your workflow significantly when you are creating those drawings. Now, another enhancement this year that I find especially useful is the ability to link a note to multiple custom properties. So in the past, you can only link one note to one custom property. But this year, in 2024, this has been changed. And as demonstrated here, under the same note, part number, assembly name, and the mass were added with ease in one go. And should any of these custom properties change, that modification will reflect to this note in the specific line. For example, if the mass of the part changes, then only the third line in that note will change and reflect in the drawing. So in the past, you'd have to make one note for each custom property. Now you can combine those in one note. Now, to wrap up the drawing environment, some other features include setting default detailing mode as the default, rather than having to choose that every time. So for those of you who haven't seen detailing mode before, it essentially allows you to open drawings much faster, but in the past, you have to specify to open detailing mode, whereas now you can have it open up by default. And also there have been some customizations when it comes to multi-layers and also DXFs and working with those. So those were the key enhancements that we really wanted to share with you in the categories that would affect you the most: user interface, part design, assemblies, and drawings. But as I mentioned, there are various other improvements this year, not just in SOLIDWORKS, but all the other partner products. So Visualize, Simulation, PDM, and much more. So if you are interested in seeing the full list, you can get in touch with us and we'd be happy to share those with you. And if you like some more information on the ones that we've shown already, then we can show you those as well. Now, our contact info is on the slide once again for your reference. And that's about it from us. Thank you for your time, and I hope you found this presentation really informative. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks.